Hello everyone, this is Serious Trivia. Welcome back to another episode of our Age of Empires 4, the Mongol Empire campaign, as we pick up with the third battle, which continues from our previous battle of the Great Wall, in the Battle of Zhongdu. Zhong means central, Du means capital. It's the central capital, one of the 5 capitals of the Jin dynasty, and because it's central, it's pretty much the main capital. It's in the exact location as modern-day Beijing, capital of China today. And this is not a direct continuation, because as we mentioned last time, after they broke through at Zhangjiakou in the Battle of Yehuling, the Wild Fox Cliff, they went inside. We continued in the battle to fight at Juyongguan, the last keep that holds the gateway towards Zhongdu. And following that victory, it was already winter of 1213, and they surrounded Zhongdu all the way through the spring. They couldn't take the city. It's a very big city, and the defenders know this is do or die for the entire dynasty and their emperor, so they defended quite well, and they negotiated peace in the spring of 1214, where they offered tributes of immense amount of wealth, as well as one of the princesses to go serve Genghis Khan. And this is already a different emperor, because we mentioned last time there was an internal coup from the general who was defending the western capital at Datong. He retreated back, and he was punished by the emperor at the time, whose name is Wanyan Yongji. I remember his name now. I looked it up again between episodes. And he punished him by making him an average citizen, didn't execute him, made him a farmer. But when the capital was surrounded, he thought he needed a general capable of leading the defense. So he reinstalled Hu Shahu to become the commanding general of the Jin defense. But this general betrayed the emperor. He was very mad at the emperor for firing him in the first place, and actually poisoned and killed the emperor and installed a puppet. Of course, just because you kill the emperor doesn't mean you become the emperor. The idea of mandated by heaven still very heavily influenced, even though these are not Han ethnicity Chinese. What happened was he picked another Wanyan, another member of the royal family. I think his name was Wanyan Xun, to be the puppet emperor under him. But the defense was very messy. He had another lieutenant who betrayed him and killed him, and then they negotiated peace. So the new emperor, Wanyan Xun, who has almost no power, decided to use the daughter of the previous emperor, the useless one, Wanyan Yongji's daughter, to pass off as though it's his own daughter. To say, oh, this is my princess. Have this princess to serve the Great Khan, take all these wealth, take all the treasure, and just leave. And it was in the early month of the year 1214. It's cold, and the Khan had enough. They had decimated majority of the Jin army. They have beaten down the capital. They didn't take the capital, but they're happy with the spoils, and they departed. He left behind a few generals right outside of Juyongguan, the last keep they fought, just to be stationed there, so the whole campaign is not for waste. And he departed back to the plains of Mongolia. But political intrigue within the Jin court will continue for the next year, as this newly installed emperor is feeling extremely unsafe, right? He feels like the Mongols control all the passes that leads to Zhongdu. They could easily come again, so he wants to move out of the capital. He wants to switch capitals from Zhongdu to the southern capital, which is in Kaifeng, slightly south of the Yellow River, close to, if those of you who follow the channel for Three Kingdom content, close to Inchuan area, slightly south of that, actually closer to Chenliu commandery during the Han Dynasty, where Cao Cao kind of got started. There was a big city there, Kaifeng. That was their southern capital, one of the 5 capitals. So he wanted to shift the court over there. Many in his court told him this is a terrible idea. The entire country will be demoralized if you move capital to hide away from the Mongols. but for personal safety reason, he left. He left his crown prince in the central capital defended, and the aftermath of his departure is a wave of surrendering to the Mongol forces by northern troops stationed around Zhongdu. And Genghis Khan seized upon this moment and claimed that the Jin dynasty broke their treaty of truce by shifting capitals, because the only reason why you would be shifting capitals is you are trying to muster up a force south in safety to fight back. That's his logic there. Just an excuse to use to launch the war again. And in 1215, Genghis Khan will return to attack the capital. But once again, Zhongdu is very difficult to take. Of course, the game is probably not going to take this angle. The game is going to let you actually fight the city, I believe. But historically speaking, after surrounding the city for a while in 1215, Genghis Khan saw that this was going to be a tall task, so he split his force and had them ride out through the central plains into the Shandong Peninsula, into the Hebei provinces, and just raid all over the place, isolating Zhongdu as the last city. And when the city is isolated, the Jin dynasty did make a last-ditch effort. They send a general, I think General Li. Oh, I know his surname's Li, but I forgot his name. But two-character name. Anyhow, they sent this general with a reinforcement army from Kaifeng, from the southern capital, to go rescue the capital, the central capital. And on the way there, they met the Mongol forces out in the open field. And this General Li is extremely famous for being drunk. He drank all day, alcoholic, and disorganized, met the Mongol army in the open field. The reinforcement army got completely wiped. And at the time, the crown prince in the capital went to his commanders and be like, our ancestor or his ancestors' tombs, I mean, the Jin dynasty's been in China for about 100 years, are right outside the city. Don't want to lose the city. It's his duty to die with it. And he's asking his general whether they feel the same. And his chief general sort of just ignored the question, went back home, packed up his belongings, including a lot of the wealth, and he ditched. And Zhongdu eventually fell. The Jin dynasty did not die after this. They still had their emperor south, but pretty much the Jin dynasty, it's extremely weakened at this point. They would linger on for a while as Genghis Khan would turn his attention west after this. As you can see that our timeline's kind of messed up here, as 223 we're all the way out west. And eventually the Jin dynasty will finally falter when the Mongols and the Song Chinese actually work together to wipe out the Jin. The Song was very naive in thinking that they can pay off the Mongols to chase away the Jin dynasty, only to realize the Mongol will continue to replace the Jin as a new nomadic faction to try to destroy the rest of the Song, which is what's going to herald in the Yuan dynasty in Chinese history. But anyhow, let's jump in here and see how we deal with the battle at Zhongdu.
Genghis Khan had successfully breached the Great Wall of China. He led his forces to the greatest prize in the east, the capital city of Zhongdu. He besieged the city, knowing that its inhabitants could not hold out forever.
That was a rather short cinematic, and once again, historically incorrect, as we explained how the whole process worked in the 2 years in between the first campaign against the Jin dynasty and what would be the second campaign. Zhongdu was a shining beacon of trade, healing, and technology. To take the great city for himself, Genghis Khan would employ a slow but reliable strategy: starvation. Yes, it was put under a long siege. We mentioned how it was isolated while the rest of the forces pillaged the countryside. It was a very effective strategy. And let's see how it works out.
Bearing down on the gleaming capital of Zhongdu, Genghis Khan raised the black banner of war on his historic enemy, the Qin dynasty. To take the heavily garrisoned capital, the Mongols would have to starve its army by eliminating Chengdu's suppliers.
Alright, that's a pretty good way to...
But first, the Khan directed his warriors to raid Qin
the sheeps.
buildings and villages surrounding Zhongdu.
Right. So we gotta first starve them out. The process is correct, right? The idea is that we
Word of the army's wealth would
siege
spread,
down the city over
compelling
time.
Mongol soldiers from the north to join the fight, seeking spoils of their own.
Let's see. Do we actually see? Ooh, the city. Oh, we're fighting. We might want to stop this thing from shooting us. And we should be picking up resources from the burning. Yeah, 50 of everything. Well, except for stone. Stone we have to build the ovu. Where did they run off to? There's a bridge. Oh, there's some farm. Oh, that's the village. Let's burn it down. We got a gold vein here, gold mine. Looking at the required amount, there should be one more building somewhere for us to... Oh. Suicidal charge. It should be over... It should be down here. We missed something down here. This is probably where we are going to build our first city. Or a little outpost. Oh, there's berries. Where's stone? We need a stone. Stone's very important for us. Maybe we should go across the bridge? Oh, another village? Looks like a farm. There we go. Oh, we got ourselves some reinforcements. Soldiers and villagers. Oh, this is a town center.
Mongol settlers and soldiers arrived.
That's a big
to join
house.
his army.
Village. It's a special
With
Chinese
his numbers
house.
steadily growing, the Khan turned his attention to the capital. He sought to starve Chengdu's army by cutting off its suppliers.
Alright, get to the gold. Okay, we got 4 supply routes going in. We're gonna build our base and we're gonna start picking them off. But first we gotta make sure our base is safe, and then we gotta also find stone. We don't have any sources of stone right now. We got a pasture, town center, a gur. Ooh. We're planning to station them here. Pasture can be anywhere, town center can be anywhere too. I mean, I think this is probably where we want things. Getting attacked. Alright, we're gonna bring the army back first, get our base going. The gur is the gathering site, right? So trees, gold, all of that goes to that. The pasture as well needs to be delivered to the... I think we do this. Start recruiting. The Yam network. We need the special building for that one. You guys start on... Where's the pasture? Go for food. That's the most important thing right now. 7 people, not all of you on food. Gold. Berries too. Alright, we're gonna divide up the force a little bit. These are all 2, these are all 4. Heavy cavalry. Actually, if you're 3, we'll take this group south. They will guard this bridge. Should be fine. And we'll get our economy off the ground. Scouts, stay home. Maybe help us defend a little bit. Come on, got any idle? No, they're all working. Yeah, wood probably needs to be picked up first. Carry carcasses. No, I don't really want that one yet. Could build a barrack. But I think we focus on... Let me hotkey the building here. Focus on these first. That's a stone. Okay, that's very important for us. Okay, so these sites are pretty well fortified, it seems. See if we can flank it past the towers. Oh, that's a trade. Okay, that's a trade location. That's a gold. Oh, it doesn't link up. Oh, okay. So let me spare one guy. Build this for us.
A Qin trader made it safely into the city and reported on the Mongols' numbers and movements.
Oh, that's not good.
Zhongdu would now allocate any military supplies it received to rallying counterattacks.
Oh, so the slower we go, the more attack we'll get from them. It's not spearmen, it's actually sword. This first. Good build. Build us a gur. That's the market we want to destroy. Just attack everything here. Oh, we got more reinforcements. Nice. That's actually great. We'll pick up that. Spend our gold. We got plenty of it. Only one person working on gold. Oh, getting attacked.
In raising the market at Fangshen, the Mongols had severed a critical supply line to the capital. In destroying the supplying markets, the Mongols denied Zhongdu critical supplies, leaving its garrison weakened.
Oh, no. What am I doing? Hotkey incorrectly. Leave us alone. There's buildings we haven't finished burning, but we gotta protect this. We need a scout to claim that sheep. I gotta clean that up. Where's our scout? Leave no sheep unclaimed. Alright. I'm gonna do the trade actually. We tried the Yemstone. We didn't really utilize it that well. Oh, free stable. Yeah. Unpack it here. Villagers
Despite
here.
the Mongols' efforts to stop them, enough Qin traders had entered Zhongdu to fully resupply its military.
Aww.
Choosing their moment, the Qin launched a counterattack.
Why do they keep calling it the Qin? It's the Jin. So there's a counterattack right now. Should we... Oh, we see the arrow? Gonna group up here. Bring the sheep back. Bring the army to us. I assume this arrow is the the army. And then we'll go assault that together. Oh, we got more. Okay, that's great. Not really need to... I guess I don't really need to play that much econ here. That's the army. Hold on. I want to get the reinforcement group here first. They're here. Alright, everyone's 4. Let's go. Let's go find that reinforcement. Busy guy getting that. Oh, they finished building it. Cut trees. That's the army they sent out? Oh. That's just a scout. That's just a scout.
The Mongols put down the Qin counterattack. But another would soon come if Qin traders continued to resupply Chengdu's military.
Alright, we'll stop that. Oh, no, 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 no. I selected everyone. That control. That control scheme. Go, 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 cut. Alright, this is a big enough force. Let's go. And we're getting like endless supplies back here. It's just scouts. We'll guard this here. So we're getting one of each military building, even though I don't think we need to build much because we have plenty here. I'll guard this. We'll destroy this village. Alright, burn it down faster. That's not our target though. This is our target right here. Military supplies, gotta stop that. We'll wait till we're out of the tower range actually.
Genghis Khan's army struck down the trader that was headed to resupply Zhongdu. For every trader killed, Chengdu lost several days' worth of supplies. The Mongols were systematically choking the city and starving its garrison.
We got new villagers who's not doing anything. Where are they? Go for food. Oh, got free sheeps. Daxing. Daxing's right outside of Beijing. Now part of Beijing, actually.
Without hesitation, the Khan's warriors put their torches to the
Oh,
market
that one
at
was
Daxing,
Fangshan?
snuffing out weeks of Chengdu's
These are all now
supplies.
suburbs. Wait, I think there's a building on... There's an army
As
coming
the
up.
Mongols continued to sabotage the city's supplies, Chengdu's garrison grew weaker by the day.
I'm not building anything new just because our army limit is pretty high. I can upgrade stuff. Let's do that first. Might need some spearmen in the future. Let's get some for the siege. I think we need to build like, you know, garrisons. Oh, 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 oh. We ran into the army. My bad. I think that was dropped from the garrison, the caravan. We're here to herd sheeps, burn fields. We also didn't build the caravan here. couple more people on gold. Wait, we can't hurt the sheep? There's quite a few things they can do. That's okay, the sheep is not important. Let's go. We'll bring all of them. We're going north now. You guys can defend this. Very important building for us. Meanwhile, they can defend home base. We should have some tier 2 building, blacksmith. Market we don't need. Yeah, just get that done. Let's cross the bridge. Let's see what's over there. The caravan's going. This one poor guy getting gold. It's not bad. I mean, might as well not waste it. 12 on gold. 20 on that. 12, 15. Yeah, that's fine. It's the only place we play spinning gold. They picked up supplies. Gonna be a counterattack. Let's go stop those markets. Towers. Oh, that's a lot of towers. We can't stop that guy. Burn it down. Can we still catch him? I don't think so.
Despite the Mongols' efforts to stop them, enough Qin traders had entered Zhongdu to fully resupply its military. Choosing their moment, the Qin launched a counterattack.
They're coming north towards us. That's the good thing. They're not just going towards our base. It's okay, we're fine. I might need to burn the tower with a little bit of focus, but other than that, we're fine. Oh. Who's attacking us? They're coming. There's a force coming. Oh no, they are attacking us. Scout. Alright, hurry up, hurry up. Gotta head back. There they are. Alright, we got the siege ability. Shunyi. Yeah, these are all suburbs of Beijing right now. They've all been integrated into the city. I wonder if that one's going to be called Huairo or something like that.
The Mongols left the Shunyi market in ruins, ensuring the village could no longer send supplies to Zhongdu.
I see more stone deposit actually. We should actually fetch some of that. Who's idle? Oh, they build a pasture. No sheep to kill? Oh, one of our uvu is depleted. Guess no need to guard it anymore. Put it back here. So that one's gonna be finished. And there's another one here. Oh, that's gold. Well, on the map it feels like it says it's not gold. Right, that looks like stone on the map, but it's not. Alright, we're a little worn, but we're gonna go. Still strong enough. Maybe they can reinforce them actually. Let's see if we can cut a path towards them. Feels like there's a village there that we can kill. That not stone? That is stone. Yeah. Perfect. Oh, can we stop this? Burn this down. Yeah, we caught them. Nice. This is good. No, don't let him get away. That's the target. Oh, the big towers. Kill him. Kill him outside. There we go. Get the gold.
Well supplied and standing strong.
Now pull back away from the castle.
Able to resist any direct Mongol attacks.
Get away from the castle wall. Those towers are serious. Okay, we should have enough to take this market. Or we can just choke off the road until this reinforcement group is ready. Come join us. Alright, good job building these. And maybe a gur here. Pick up some of that gold in case our gold runs out, which will happen. There's no more aging up. Okay, so I'm gonna build a couple of these while we're going. Oh, we're getting hit by both sides. That's another caravan group. That's fine. The reinforcement got here in time. We might need more. I actually want to stop some of the... Build me another one. Zhongdu. Okay. A little bit farther. Give me another one.
The market at Zhongdu was set aflame, and with it many vital supplies intended for the city.
Alright, we have starved the city, now what? Save game.
With Zhongdu devastated by starvation, the walls of the great Qin capital were devoid of soldiers, and only a diminished garrison remained. Desperate and isolated, Zhongdu could no longer resist. The time had come for Genghis Khan to launch his assault on the city.
Okay, so this is our time now. We're gonna show up. I mean, the markers that they have are landmarks, and that's one of the victory conditions in Age of Empire. Basically, killing all the landmarks. We got the sheeps. Okay. We'll deliver them back. Might as well, right? Alright, all the gold. Go. Actually, half and half. Let's diversify a little bit. There's another gur here. There's more here, but it's fine. Alright. Once our armies meet up with the siege weapons, we'll be fine. Trade is still going. All the research have been done. Although I don't think I researched the ones in the gur. Wonder if I can split the research between the gurs. Oh yes we can, that's better. Okay, you guys are all gonna be 4 when I need to do that, and then you guys start bashing open the gates. Alright, we'll let the siege weapons finish that off. If they sent unit out, we'll come. No, keep going. Let's assist.
Genghis Khan unleashed the wrath of his Mongol warriors on the heart of the beleaguered city.
Open the gates. We're coming in. Grab the keep, we'll grab the palace. Grab all the landmarks. Ooh, crossbow units. Last ditch effort. Oh, that's a priest? A monk, yeah. Oh, got some more units on the way. Let's just speed up the range attack rate and the burn on the buildings. We don't need to destroy everything, but we can. Oh, what are these? Grenadiers! We took down the palace. Well, we haven't taken down the palace yet. There's academy, palace. We should destroy the military buildings. Join us. Alright, palace first. You're too slow. You work on the academy. They set fire to the imperial palace.
The Great Qin Monument was put to flame.
Right.
Mongol
Academy
victory was
next.
within reach.
I actually lost plenty of units. Our unit count went down by a lot. It's like, who's Confucius now? So we just need to set to fire. We don't need to destroy. Spirit Way. This is with the tombs of the previous emperors. That's a stable, actually. They could still be producing cavalry, actually. Can we get that done? Let's kill the monk. They can heal units and convert units. We need to kill them. And we have sacked Zhongdu. wealth of
Zhongdu
China.
fell to the wrath of Genghis Khan's warriors, yielding great riches for the Mongol Empire. The sacking of Zhongdu would be remembered as one of Genghis Khan's most devastating victories. But this was just the beginning of his quest to create a global empire under Mongol rule.
Alright, that was a nice little bit of storytelling. It's much grander than this in history. His raid was not just the outskirts of Zhongdu, it was across a whole span of the Central Plain region, including the reinforcement army that I mentioned. So we got a little description of the spirit banner. To a Mongol warrior, the horse was a supreme animal. Its power, spirit, and endurance were vital to his survival and in leading him to victory. As worshippers of the eternal sky or eternal blue sky, Mongol warriors believed they could harness the power of nature by raising a personal banner of horsehair to capture the force of the wind. Black hairs were used in times of war and white for peace. Over a warrior's lifetime, his banner would be infused with his spirit and become the guardian of his soul in death. The warrior would be remembered by his descendants and kept close to his family through the reverence of his spirit banners. So these horsehair banners. We saw this, so we're going to check out the making of the Mongol bow. It should be a short composite
The
bow.
Mongols were famed for their archers, and at the heart of their success was the clever engineering of the Mongol bow. The Mongol bow was part of a family of bows. Different cultures made these in varying shapes, but they were all made of the same materials. They were all composite bows, assembled from several parts. Lucas Novotny is a world-class horse archer and a master composite bow maker.
Here we have a wooden core. That's what we begin with. The core is basically the invisible part of the bow. All we see in a bow is always the flesh. However, we never see the skeleton. Just like in a human, we know it's there.
The wooden parts are fitted together with precision joints, giving the bow its distinctive shape.
Okay. Now, we have the tips. They go in like so.
These tips of the bow are non-bending. They act as levers that allow you to draw a much stronger bow than you normally would be able to. It's a genius bit of engineering.
The next stage in assembling the composite materials is to laminate the wooden core with strips of horn. A tool called a tendiek ensures that even pressure is applied to the glued surfaces.
That's a lot of pressure. I have to work to really kind of keep this in place.
Horn resists compression and stores energy. It is the muscles of the bow. The bowmaker then applies the sinew. This is dried animal tendons that have been pounded and shredded to produce fine fibers of considerable tensile strength. Bundles of combed sinew are moistened with water, then soaked in glue made from the swim bladders of fish. The sinew is applied carefully, layer by layer. One medieval text states that all of the skill lies in the laying of the sinew.
You have to really be quick with your hands. You have to make sure the fibers are straight.
Keeping the sinew straight is essential. If the limbs are not perfectly true, the bow risks twisting in action.
A finished Mongol bow is usually covered with leather or birch bark to protect it from the elements. But the horn is exposed. That is where the power is.
In the hands of highly skilled mobile horse archers, the Mongol bow became one of the most legendary weapons in history.
That was awesome. Yeah, composite bows, different elements, flexible pieces in the middle and stiff pieces in the end, giving extra power to the bow. Very, very interesting there. So hope you guys enjoy this one, and we'll come back and see where our journey takes us as the Jin Dynasty. Pretty much, I believe the game is going to say they have fallen, and perhaps we're going to be targeting more Western factions. I think they want the different factions available in the game to interact. So I think we're probably going to be fighting perhaps some European factions next, or maybe some Middle Eastern, or maybe they'll highlight the journey down into India, because I believe the Delhi Sultanate is a playable faction in the game. So we'll see where our journey takes us, and we'll come back next time and continue with the Mongol Empire campaign. Until then, bye!